was a picture.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Megadeth, Cryptic Writings. Saturday, August 14th, 1999, Sacramento State University, Sacramento, California. This entire Cryptic Writings album sounds as though Dave Mustaine is trying to gain momentum on his old bandmates, Metallica. No doubt this is a good record, although it sounds very commercial, almost too radio friendly. Still, the music is high caliber. Metallica's 1991 Black Album delivered that band an instantaneous, freakish rise from the underground status to an unprecedented, for a heavy metal band, level of worldwide success. This level of artistic, of financial achievement would always elude Megadeth. Make no mistake, Megadeth has always been former Metallica guitarist Dave Mustaine's band. For the better portion of 3 decades, bassist Dave Ellefson is the only other original member of Megadeth. Their previous record, Symphony of Destruction, is Megadeth's biggest selling album. The production of this Cryptic Writings album is good. All the riffs are crisp and distinct with a full bottom end sound. But there's something about the style of its production that at times makes a few of these songs on Cryptic Writings sound like they were recorded by Foreigner or Bob Seger. Something has been muted on this record. The unbridled thrash metal intensity of prior Megadeth albums has been stripped. Although the radio single Trust is a strong effort, perfect for sports highlight sequences, this is unapologetically a straight-up Megadeth disco song. Asterisk. Trust reminds me of when Kiss released 1979's I Was Made for Loving You at the height of the disco craze. Honestly, I've always enjoyed a little bit of disco, even from rock bands, especially from rock bands. The Rolling Stones served up their share of disco, Miss You, as did the Grateful Dead, Shakedown Street. And Queen openly embraced disco, Another One Bites the Dust. As a preteen, I wore a Disco Sucks t-shirt while listening to the Bee Gees' Saturday Night Fever album every day after school. But none of that matters when Megadeth takes the stage. If you are privileged to see this band perform live, you'll understand. See, when Kiss plays I Was Made for Loving You for a live audience nowadays, the slick production style of the original recording no longer matters, because the simple combination of drums and guitars played through massive amplification completely changes the feel of the song from disco to metal. In the same regard, Trust sounds heavy as fuck in concert. All glossy nuances are left behind in the studio. I saw the show with my old buddy Jeff and his girl Julia. We followed legions of metalheads across the Sacramento State campus, headed towards Hornet Field. The first opening band on that muggy afternoon was System of a Down. Jeff had turned me on to them a couple of months earlier. I was more eager to see System of a Down than Ministry or the other band on the ticket, Seven Dust. System of a Down's debut album was one of the most sonically interesting efforts I have ever heard from a quote metal band. Hailing from Glendale, California, System blends Armenian folk music with undeniably punk-sounding thrash metal. Singer Serge Tankian's lyrics are fiercely political. His voice ranges from high-pitched oingo boingo silliness to the depths of a Pantera or Slayer scream. During the show, he smoked joints tossed to him on stage from the crowd, encouraging the audience to light up. Their guitarist had a pink mohawk, which was a rarity at the time. Seven Dust was good. They sound like a heavier version of Living Colour, not just because both bands have black lead singers, it's because their vocal tones are very similar. I have almost become a fan of this band, haven't given up on them yet. The overall sound quality of all the bands just really sucked at this show, so I'll refrain from listing the most incredible songs of the night because when you're hit with poor sound quality at a concert, it tends to reduce the quality of the experience. The difference between hearing live music on a flat outdoor football field compared to inside a theater or arena designed to maximize acoustics is night and day. But the real disappointment of this concert was the fact that Ministry canceled at the last minute. So Megadeth appeared on stage earlier than expected, opening with Holy Wars, which ranks as one of the greatest heavy metal songs of all time. Although the sound was kind of garbled and we were far away from the stage, it was awesome to watch Dave Mustaine and Dave Ellison and the rest of his always supremely talented band shredding against the dying Northern California sun. After 3 or 4 songs, Jeff asked if I wanted to venture down to the field, down to the slam dance pit. But by 31 years old, I'd given my scoliosis / flat-footed body permission to pass on the pit. I enjoyed my well-earned seat on that night because for 15 years before that, I hit every pit at every fucking show. Jeff had previously said that he retired from the pit as well after being punched in the face at a Metallica show a few years prior. But on that evening, Megadeth stirred something inside him, and he had to go. Jeff stood quickly, jogging down the bleachers towards the madness on the grass. Not right now, phone solicitor. Megadeth closed their set by covering the Sex Pistols' Anarchy in the UK, which was their best song of the night. Just before the show ended, Jeff returned telling us about the girl fight in the pit. 2 women had beaten the crap out of each other with solid blows, both ripping the other's top off. It was a breast-to-breast beatdown. Of course, after a few more turns through the pit, Jeff was hit in the face by a flying water bottle.
Ooh.